Hello everyone. Welcome to Bottom Finder's Daily Market Report. Our report is an analysis of our data as of the close on Friday, April 10th, 2026. As a quick reminder, the content provided is for informational and educational purposes only and does not constitute investment advice, financial advice, trading advice, or any other type of advice. All investments involve risks, including the possible loss of principal. You should conduct your own research and consult with a licensed financial advisor before making any investment decisions. All right, let's start with the demand and supply analysis by sectors for the past 5 days. Keep in mind the green is demand and the red is supply. Here we show the supply and demand trend for each sector for the past 5 days. Also keep in mind, if you are looking to find a bottom, the ideal scenario is to find a market where the supply is high and demand is low, which indicates the possibility of a bottom and the potential for a reversal. So as we look through the sectors, you have three categories each sector potentially falls in. You have where the demand is trending or going sideways above the supply, such as in basic materials and in energy. Frankly, those are the only two. And then you have a similar situation where the supply is trending sideways above the demand, as we have in the discretionary, staples, finance, also real estate and technology. And then you have an area where sectors are sort of consolidating, as we have with healthcare, industries, telecommunication, and utilities. So, in looking at the ones with the demand being up higher, as in basic materials and energy, those are pretty obvious ones given the current state of affairs that we are experiencing with Iran and some of the geopolitical conflicts that we have. So a lot of money has gone into energy and basic materials. Um, at some point, industrials and utilities were upticking, but given that this is the past 5 days, those have calmed down a little bit as of the past month. And as we look at some other data, we'll get into the different industries that show. We do have in areas such as staples, finance, and technology, where the supply continues to diverge away from demand, which indicates that there is even further selling and people are um, um, offloading their positions and not holding. Um, this picture sort of paints a somewhat of a bleak market because there's really nothing that is happening. The only movement is that supply is ticking upwards, which tells you that there may be some shorting opportunities. But even then, if that's something that you want to get into or not is entirely up to you. But we're really just going sideways across the board. There isn't really nothing trending that is worth noting. Um, so, all right. So, moving on, bottom finders industry flow stats show you the difference in demand from the last trading day to the average performance over the past 2 weeks. The data shows the areas within a sector that are hard hit or impacted one way or the other. For this data, we only show industries that experience a difference of 5 points or greater. If you have come to know our technology, we use demand, supply, net vol, and OBV as our metrics. The OBV is a custom rendition of the on balance volume indicator, but primarily the uh, industries that we show here are the difference of 5 points in the demand between the previous 2 weeks and the last trading day. So here we show within the basic materials, major chemicals seems to be the one that was hard hit in there, but that's not really impacting the sideways movement of the demand. But if you are major chemicals, then it's something that is worth noting. Coming down to consumer discretionary, what we do have here is rental and leasing companies seem to be the hardest hit, um, with an 11-point difference in demand from the previous 2 weeks to Friday. We do have a green on building material, a difference of about 6 points, um, being that maybe we have consumers that are out there investing in improving their homes, potentially getting it ready to sell or looking for ways to protect their investments in that area. Other areas that were hard hit, office equipment and supply, we have motor vehicles and specialty foods. Consumer staples, again, we only have one that's in the green, and that is the diversified electronic products. The hardest one is apparel. So I think in food chains, it's a reflection on people spending money. Um, so something along the lines of the economy receding. Energy, this one is interesting because this is as of Friday. On Friday, we were in this mode of pre talks where Vice President Vance and his delegation went to Pakistan to do the U.S. Iran talks. Um, and the expectation there was that a deal would get worked out, and it didn't. So as of Friday, it was a sell-off, expecting that energy prices would go back down. I suspect in tomorrow's report, this will all be green on the basis that the talks did not work out, and therefore we're back at it again. Finance, the only one that's really is blank checks. I'm not really too familiar with this industry, but again, it's all more red than green. Healthcare, the biggest one is managed healthcare, took a hard hit. It had 10-point uh, deficit in demand outflows. We have industrials. Um, Couple of greens. The big one is medical specialties. That went up 15 points. Something worth looking into. There may be a potential trend. We'll know in the coming days. Water sewer pipeline went down 9 points, and auto parts also went down 9 points. So if you're anywhere in there, or 8 points rather, if you're anywhere in there, you should be careful. Real estate did nothing. Pretty much went sideways. Technology, uh, office equipment, supplies, and services regarding technology that did tick up. And then utilities, essentially, things just went sideways on that. That is our industry flow stats. Uh, Moving on, we're going to talk about our signals. Bottom Finders offers a state of the art technology where you can set up signals similar to alerts to let you know when newly discovered bottoms show up based on algorithms and settings that you have programmed in your account. But however, these signals are bottom finders specific signals. You can do the same, of course, but we have specific signals that are shared across the community. In the past 7 days, we did have nine, sorry, 11 signals, a trigger for finance. This is rather high in the past 7 days. So something worth noting, just keep an eye on finance. We're getting several signals, which means that some bottoms are starting to hit in finance. We also have discretionary. There are signals that are being triggered in discretionary. This doesn't take from the fact that the money is flowing out, as we saw up here, but when it gets to a point where the demand has gone down so low, a bottom will eventually be discovered and a price reversal will be imminent. So, this is our report for today. Uh, this concludes our market report. Also, be sure to like us and subscribe to receive our daily market report. Bottom Finders is excited to welcome you. Come experience our powerful technology free of charge. No strings attached. Just head over to the Bottom Finders website, click login, and sign up for the free trial. No credit card required. We can't wait to see you and be a part of our community. Thank you.